even think about talking about watches. Watches are gay, watch wearers are gay. Watches can get fucked, meat can get fucked. It's a bunch of pesh. And while we're at it, keyboards can get fucked too. And while we're correcting the world, granddad slippers can be shoved right up a dog's bum hole.
All around me are some aging bastards, aging bastards, aging bastards. They've gone and got me some granddad slippers, fur-lined flippers, big shit flickers. I find them kind of scummy, the way they look like Uggs. I'm only 35 and I'm not as old as pugs. Hey dude. Hey dude.
Lifeguards on little boats, the poo-poo beach in Canada. And then there's Pugs, the second smallest person on earth. Vic's middle finger and his stupid smiling face, Matt's wonky picture. Scott is untouchable now, his internet is good. Nev's, Pugs, Bosh, Fucka, Matt, all the chat and Granny Shagga Scott. It's that time, bitches. It's time for your Friday show. Drink of the week, the buffet-o, and random shit chat. It's that time, bitches. It's time for your Friday show. Drink of the week, the buffet-o, and random shit chat.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 16 of Tank Mod. It's Friday. Moistbusters. That goes Moistbusters.
Moistbusters.
Yeah. So if someone can tell me what those lyrics are in the bottom as well, obviously you won't be able.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got the other screen open.
Yeah. Do you know what them lyrics are?
No.
No. I think you would. Can't play it. Royalties are gold. Good evening, everyone. Just recovering from being ill, but we're here because we never miss a.
Yeah.
How's your week been, boys? Mike, how's your week?
Really good, really good. Work's picking up, so that's really good. Getting really involved in that. Been out to a few gigs. We went to. The reason I didn't do the show last Saturday for the Saturday show was I was out watching Sleeper, Cooler Shaker, and Ocean Colour Scene.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Yeah, that was a really good gig. Sleeper was shit. Yeah, absolutely shit. They did the one song that I knew, and that was it. Didn't know any of the others. Cooler Shaker were absolutely amazing.
What was the one hit that Sleeper had?
In Betweener.
That's it. So they were a one-hit wonder, weren't they, pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah. There was a couple of ones that sort of went into the charts, but they didn't really do much. But Cooler Shaker were amazing, and Ocean Colour Scene was their was it their 30th anniversary tour?
Was
That
it?
makes me feel old.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean they're knocking on a bit now, sort of mid-50s to late 50s, but absolutely amazing. And it was at the NIA Arena, so it was a massive gig. And then we went out last night to watch Top Loader at our local assembly rooms here, and we were front row. It was really good.
nice.
Yes, that was really good.
Almost.
Yeah, Onkers, they did. It's their 25th anniversary tour, which was the first night last night. So it just makes you feel really fucking old when people start saying that. They shouldn't put that. They should just put anniversary tour.
Yeah.
If it's worth anything, I've never heard of Sleeper, and they used to pronounce Cooler Shaker, Cooler Shaker. So if that's worth anything,
I think if I heard a song, I'd recognise it, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't-
maybe I'd be able to.
Probably more so with Ocean Colour Scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
The
Ocean Colour
day
Scene
we
is.
caught the train was their massive one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
Riverboat song.
Yeah, Riverboat song.
I seen them live at V Festival. They were good.
But yeah, other than that, just been chilling and kicking around, really.
Good. Scotty?
Yeah, mine was started off the week brilliant because of obviously Mankini, and daughter's still fucking really, really horrified. And then it sort of turned to dog shit, really. A good friend of mine, who's in the scene, a lot of people know him, has just had a fucking horrific diagnosis. He's really into mixing, been really, really into mixing, and he's selling his stash. He won't be using it anymore. Sadly, no life insurance, missus and 2 kids. Real shit situation, really, really shit situation. He is getting a second opinion, but he came home from hospital today. He's been in for 2 weeks. He came home from hospital today. He is getting a second opinion, but they've sent him home with medication, and people are going to be contacting him in due course. His message to me was, it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be 6 months.
Oh, that's shit.
It's fucking absolutely dire. He obviously wants to raise a bit of money. The only thing he's got a bit of gear to sell, and he's got his big mixing stash. I don't know any details of it as yet. He's gonna forward me the details, and another couple of people that we're in a sort of a group chat with him. He's sort of holding his own at the moment. He's a bit fucked up, as you could obviously imagine. But he just wants to sort of cross the T's and dot the I's and make a bit of money. So as soon as I know, but I'm going to be putting it all over the groups. Everything I'm in, I'm going to be shouting it on, just to try and get something going. But it's one of those situations that nobody should ever fucking face, really. To be told that nothing they can do. But a second opinion is going to happen. If there is anything they can do, all well and good. We'll all be behind him. If there isn't anything we can do, we can just support and do whatever we can. So, yeah, that was my week, really. Having a few beers.
Yeah.
Don't blame you. Fucking don't blame you.
Yeah, everyone in chat, cancer can fuck off, cancer can fuck off. Yeah, it's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not no one here that doesn't know anyone that's been affected by cancer. Every single person in the chat will have someone that has been affected by cancer, and everyone here knows someone that's been affected by cancer. And it is a really shitty thing.
Yeah, shit, really shit.
Yeah. Matthew, how was your week?
Usual week, really. Work, same shit, different day. Other than that, very, very little to report. Not a lot has happened.
Except you got some concentrates.
I've ordered some concentrates.
Yeah.
So I am going to do some proper mixing again.
Nice.
Maybe
how long it'll last, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we could have a little mixing talk next week then.
But I know I've literally bought concentrates to do a recipe I used to mix. So I know it works, or it used to work. So I'm going to make it, see how it goes. And then maybe I might dabble in some other stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to send me some as well for a critique.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll have a little taste.
To put it into context for chat, it's 2025 now. When did you last make this juice, Matt?
probably about 2021. And I came up with a recipe in 2018.
Mm.
Because I went on my ELR to get the to see what I needed.
Mm.
And I went, fuck, did I make that long ago? But yeah, it was good at the time. I'll try it again. It might need some tweaks maybe to bring it up to modern tastes.
Yeah, you can make it better now because there's a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably about 10 fucking. Well, I don't know. Did you mention the name of it? It's a secret.
No, it's not a secret. It's a clone of DB Liquid's Raspberry Mint.
DV.
DB.
Oh
DB.
yeah, I got that.
It was an American juice.
Mm.
You used to be able to get it from Vape Pipe. It was fucking expensive, but I vaped liters of this shit.
Mm.
And then they stopped making it, or Vape Pipe shut down and you couldn't get it anymore. So I decided to create my own.
I can guarantee that was a single concentrate mix as well.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I remember back in the days of chefs, and remember Norn Iron. He
Yeah, Andy. Yeah.
mix. They have like 40 concentrates in it. It cost a fortune now.
No, this has got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got about 5 or 6 concentrates in it.
Mm.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you. I was saying like the original was probably just one concentrate that they ordered off eBay.
Yeah.
Could have been.
There's a big brand, and their bestseller used to be ordered off eBay. They're a big brand, and they just used to order their concentrate off eBay, and it is their bestseller.
I used to buy juice off a guy in the Facebook groups. He was just like a home mixer, and it was a Skittles liquid, but it was really nice. Really enjoyed it, and then he stopped mixing. So I said, look, can I have the recipe? Because I really like that. He said, yeah, go on Vapors R Us and buy Skittles. I went, what? And he went, yeah, it's Skittles from Vapors R Us. I was like, oh, right, okay. So that's what I did.
Simple and straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Oh yeah.
I had a juice back in the day that it was a competition win on Decadent Vapors, and it was called Silky Dark Strawberry, and it was fucking beautiful. And I messaged them probably 6 months, 12 months ago, and they had no recollection of it, of what the actual mix was. But it was just such a flavour. It was like a competition that, you know, people put in their recipes and they were mixed by DV, but that was probably the same. It was probably just a fucking single concentrate from something that was just put
Well, it would have been their own concentrates, wouldn't it, DV?
Yeah, because they were heavily into extracted concentrates and stuff. They were.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
So
they still are. Still are.
You could have made it with all their concentrates, probably.
Yeah.
They used to do an apple pie and a cherry pie, and the apple pie was bloody amazing.
I've got the apple pie.
Mm.
What was the one I used to vote from them a lot? Cola Cubes.
Their Cola Cubes was all right as well, yeah. Yeah.
That was good. That was pretty accurate.
Yeah. They were at our local Castle Hotel probably, 2015, 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
And they just got a little stand in the corner, almost like a pasting table with all the concentrates on. And they'd mix you up just like a little sort of 15 mil sample.
Yeah.
And you could literally just say, oh, yeah, can I have a test of that? And they'd just mix it. And they'd got one which was smoky bacon.
Yeah,
and
I
I just
tried that one.
Smoky bacon, and cracked the top of it and thought, I've got to have a sniff of this.
Yeah.
Sniffed it. I nearly cleared the fucking table. It was like
they did a pizza as well.
They did a pizza. It was way herby. That was.
Yeah, that was
really
bad.
herby.
I think they did it. I think it was them that did the tikka masala as well.
Yeah, I think they did do tikka masala.
Yeah, I had a go at vaping that.
Is the pizza the one that Serrana had on the chef's group that the video was kicking around from?
Someone made
that was one of Lewis's, wasn't it? That was
no, it wasn't Lewis's.
Pineapple pizza.
Someone made it and then sent it to chefs, and then chefs sent it round pineapple pizza. Yeah. But that video is classic. I should have got that video. Really, it's quite funny. Heaving, ridiculous.
Yeah.
That tikka masala, that just smells like onion. Pure onion.
Oh, rank.
I don't know if you remember back in the day, Damien Mortar, when he was doing a bloody good vaping channel on YouTube, he used to vape disgusting liquids that people used to suggest. And he did like a durian fruit one, crab legs, fucking all sorts.
Oh, really?
It was quite entertaining sitting there to see whether he was going to fucking gag or not.
Yeah, we should do that. We should get a little betting things going on. Space Turtle says titty mascara. No, not titty mascara.
See, the thing, I could make a strawberries and cream and it would make people gag. I'm that good at mixing. I can get it.
I'd be up for vaping some strange liquids.
Yeah, well,
For giggle.
Flavor Art corn. That is fucking horrific.
Didn't we? I'm just trying to think back when we did the charity one for Lou. Didn't we get samples sent to us that the guys on Benny's show would mix for us?
Well, yeah. I made one. I made Simon's, didn't I? I made his cum something.
Yeah,
smoky cum. That was
smoky cum. That was it. Yeah,
yeah, that was fucking horrific. But yeah, there was some bad ones. I was in Florida when you were doing them though.
Yeah, that one I had. It stunk.
One for me, I think. Was it
absolutely? It had leaked in the parcel, and I got it at work. And I opened the parcel, and it just literally smelled like feet.
Yeah, there are some horrible ones that you can make. A lot of the time, it comes down to like if you're making a savoury flavour, it's hard to do it because like VG is already sweet, so it doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be sweet. So like sweet onion is like no, not good.
Yeah,
not a good vape like. But yeah, my week exactly the same as the week before, and exactly the same as the week before that. I haven't really done much. I ordered that Diplomat today though.
Or the RDL.
Yeah, well, I fucking hope it was.
Did you order the new one or did you buy it used off?
No, some John McClintock tagged me in it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can put that one. That's exactly where mine came from. Same bloke.
Oh, so he had two, did he?
I've got a feeling he sells stuff and then rebuys it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the DL. Thank God for that.
No, it's not Blumpkin, is it?
No. no, it's far too good a deal for Blumpkin.
Yeah, so I ordered Diplomat, and I've got some concentrates as well. I very rare that I order concentrates now, but
you showed a picture of a nice big bottle of a certain concentrate the other day as well.
Yeah, that all the way from the States. That is.
Does that mean, Nick? Oh, he's gone.
I'm on here.
Where's he gone?
Is that the concentrate you've been after for a long time, Nick?
I'm here.
Yeah. Does that mean that I can stop nursing that now?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a.
I'm trying not to vape it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a 500 of it, I think. But I'm gonna try and create a line of like them sort of flavors, and then see how it is and see how expensive it is and see if it's viable to release. Because that is fucking expensive, that stuff.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, and I did a little working out last night, and like make that profitable, you'd have to sell like the short fill, you'd have to wholesale it at like $7.50. So
really?
Yeah, I don't think it's viable to be honest, but
just make sure when you order it, you order under £800 worth, because then they'll stick another 10% on there, won't they? It's over 800 quid.
On what?
From America with the tariffs that Trump's done.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I seen that. I've seen people saying as well, like they agree with it and shit.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to bring money into them, but fucking hell, is their economy and their manufacturing and all that ready for people only having to buy their products because they don't want to buy a Samsung fucking TV?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, name a good American TV brand.
Harley Davidson.
Or microwave. Or
do they even have any?
I ain't got a clue. The Space Turtle says wood coils from the US increase in price too. Steel tax. Technically, yeah, it will, would it? It will still put 10% on it, would it?
Yeah, I think if it's over £800 in value, then that's when the tax applies.
It's mad.
It's just
I don't look at politics too much because I don't understand it. So
no, I don't do politics.
Not overly, no.
I don't understand the ins and outs of it. If I sat down and I wanted to learn it, I probably could. But like, but when it's voting time, I'm just like, that one. I ain't got a fucking clue.
Not really how you meant to do it.
No, it's not, and it's not really like a swivel of the finger in that one. It's more of a, I get a brief like. So why is that one good then?
Do you sort of look at the person that's running when they're on the telly and go, "Yeah, I don't really like him, so I'm not going to vote for him."
I like the look of this guy. He's not getting any vote.
Just put your finger on the ballot sheet, spin it, and dab your pencil down. If it lands in the box, put a cross in it.
Just do what I used to do with the old betting when I was in the pub. When you used to, back in the day, when you'd be in the pub and you'd have the newspaper on the table with all the horses and everything in it, and you'd pick your horse and then go around the bookies. I just used to get a pen, shut my eyes, do that, and go, that one, that one.
You get
do it on accumulator. Now, if I was doing proper bets, I used to do it properly. But if I was doing an accumulator, then I'd literally just do it by stabbing.
I'd never do an accumulator on horses.
No.
Never do an accumulator on horses.
The Grand National this weekend, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Anyone going to have a tipple?
Yeah.
I always have a tipple on the Grand National.
But when I was younger, it was like, oh, put 50p each way on that one.
Yeah.
And now kids are like got fivers on fucking
I know.
red rum and all this shit.
I was trying to explain to where I used to work years and years and years ago. I was trying to explain to this woman about the horses. I'm not a massive horses fan. I might have, a pound on the nose or each way or whatever. That bit I understand, but all of these, fucking things that they do now, or like they do with the football, the build a bet things and that. No.
Yeah.
The one that crosses a line for me is the one that wins. That's it. But I was trying to explain to her, if you want to have a go, put a pound on, but choose each way. And then if it comes in first or second, at least you're going to get a bit back. And she went, each way, does that mean they've got to run there and back again?
To be fair, that's something Steph would say.
we tend to put like a tenner on, so like 250 each. So I'll have one, Shell will have one, the two kids will have one, and just like I say, just a bit of a giggle.
It's 25 minutes of fun in it for
Yeah, well, that's it, because any other time I wouldn't bother with horses. When I was...
I do from time to time, I'll sit and think, right, racing's on today, I'll have a few bets. And then all I get is my missus in the ear going, you fucking gambling again?
Oh, no. I have to go out and wash the car because they have racing on a Saturday. If the racing's on, they'll sit down here and they'll stick a pound on each race and whatever, and they pull some bloody good ones in, 60 to 1s, 50 to 1s.
Do they?
Yeah, and if they have a good day, then they'll buy a takeaway with the winnings on a Saturday night.
I'd have a bad day and still get a takeaway on a Saturday night.
You just drown your sorrows with a takeaway.
I already know when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, ooh, I fancy a Chinese tonight, and then all day I'm like, can't wait for that Chinese. Can't wait for that Chinese.
Yeah.
I love a Chinese. I do love a Chinese.
Yeah, I think Chinese is probably... Chinese is probably my favourite. Very closely followed by a kebab. Even a sober kebab.
The problem with the kebab is it's hit and miss. Every place is like different, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why you find a good one and you stick with it.
Yeah, no, like even then, like you have a good one, you're like, ooh, can't wait to get one of them next week, and you order it and it's like fucking shit, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
Good last
week. So when you find a good kebabi and you order it fairly regularly, and they get to know you, your portions go up.
Yes.
So like I order doner meat and chips now, and the box don't shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't eat that much anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. I can eat throughout the day constantly, but I can't eat in
like a bulk meal.
Yeah, like a bulk meal. I'm little and often.
Nicky Maynard just said you can't beat a ruby.
I do like a curry, But
Yeah.
I don't like spice, so it's pretty pointless for me.
If I have Chinese, I'll go straight for the spicy stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I'll have salt and pepper
It's always
wings.
Singapore chow meins and
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have.
Singapore
I don't mind
chow mein.
that.
anything with chili in it.
I don't mind a
Salt
bit of
and
spice
chili
like
king
that.
prawns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do like the salt and pepper wings, salt and pepper spare ribs.
I like the
and
spice
chips.
in the Chinese, but I'm not I like a tasty curry, but not a really hot curry.
Yeah.
It's got to be
curry.
the balance between heat and flavour.
Yeah.
I don't
If
mind
it's
if
so
it's
hot
that.
you can't taste it, it's pointless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same.
Hi, Nige. How you doing?
Evening, Nige. Well,
Mr. Moxon?
let's get on to it. Matt, do you want to do the honours this week?
Yeah. Oh, well, reading it out. Oh, fucking
Yeah,
hell.
go on, mate.
I'll have to engage my eyes now.
Hold on, let me get rid of this pin.
Yeah, get rid of that fucking thing.
Oh, message retracted.
Yeah, wrong button, Nick.
Fucking hell. Yeah. There you go.
So, first up, we have Walking with Mick. Evening, Mickey Love.
Mickey
Love.
Love.
We have a Booyah. Evening, Daniel.
Evening, Dan.
And good to see you, mate.
We've got Mr. McClintock, the Ginger Jesus. Good evening, mate.
Ginger Jesus.
Nicky Maynard. Evening, Bud.
Nicky
How you doing?
Maynard.
Warthog 78. Evening, Matt.
Evening, Matt too.
Or afternoon, whatever fucking time it is in taxation heaven.
He can't see the sun for all the smoke off his fucking barbecue and smokers, can he?
Probably not. Probably not. I wonder if he gets his barbecues imported, he might have to pay for them. Might have to pay a bit extra.
Yeah, he will do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese iron.
We got Nevans. Evening, Nevans.
Evening, me.
Neville.
Done. Billy Lee Rice is here. Evening, Billy Lee.
Evening, my dear.
Pugs ain't here, so we can't do the thing.
Give it your best. Give it your best.
No, fuck.
Give it your best, Matt. Come on.
I can barely even say Billy Lee without doing all that shit.
Just do it slow motion then.
No. Because if my missus is watching, she'll get excited.
Mop.
Mr. Intense, good evening, mate.
Andrew, good to see you, mate.
We have the bearded vape god. Evening, John.
Evening, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Vapor Bunny. Evening, Bunny.
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 We have the lovely Jane Dowd. Good evening, Jane.
Jane, good to see
Evening, my
you.
dear.
We have next up John Bon One.
John Bon Bon.
John
Good
Bon
to see you,
Bon.
mate.
Good evening. Done.
Batman.
Done. If you spot anyone new, let me know. Because Free Rider Vapor. Good evening.
You ready?
Benzel. Evening, you bunch of homosexuals.
Nice.
Bit harsh, but right, whatever.
Right, it is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Next, we have John Vaping Joker. Evening, John.
Evening, JBJ.
JBJ.
Have we got anyone else?
Foxy Mox is there, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, he's way down. We've got Space Turtle. Good evening, our local German homosexual.
Petrol.
Lars.
Petrol.
Is that it? Oh, Vaping Brummy. Evening, Charlie.
You had Mr. Moxon, have you?
No, we haven't got there yet.
Well, you just said, is that it?
Yeah.
No, there's Nigel. Evening, Nige.
Evening, bud.
Nigel?
Good to see you, Nige.
Hope your blood pressure is reduced.
You can show a picture of that in a minute, Matt, if you can get it handy.
What of the
Of his new one, yeah.
mod? I will find one in a moment. We have got John Paul Glasgow. Evening, John Paul.
Evening, bud.
That is, I believe, everybody. As usual, if I've missed anyone, just type in chat Scott's pedo.
Yeah.
Missed anyone, type in chat.
Well, actually, this week, make it Scott's a pedo and a mankini.
Pugs is a Turkish cunt for 10 days only.
But there is that. Actually, to be honest, the Turks are pretty short, so he might feel quite at home.
Oh, he's going to look like fucking, what's the name, innit? What's the giant guy? One that Jack Black did the film of.
No, I'm not being funny. Wherever Pugs go, he's never going to look giant.
With the little Lilliputians. They'll be all the Turkish people.
The Lilliputians?
Yeah, what was it?
Oh!
Can't think what it's the
Gulliver's
name's
Island.
Gulliver.
That's it. Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah.
Right, Gulliver.
That's the one. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah. So while we're on the topic, wishing you a good holiday, Pugsley.
Yes. Can't believe he's actually gone for a Turkish heel lift.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We are all eagerly awaiting the picture.
Yeah.
That'll be a
Scott
last
did it,
day
he's got
jobby.
it.
That'll be a last day jobby.
He's literally gone for
I'm
half an
actually-
inch.
I'm actually intrigued as to who ordered that because Scott thought it was me.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was.
got a message from Scott going, "Is this your doing?" I was like, "No, not guilty this time."
No, it's someone in chat. It's someone in chat.
I think it might be what a ghost says when they jump out of a cupboard.
Ah.
No, it's not them either.
Oh, isn't it?
No. So
All
it's
right.
someone that goes. That makes it too fucking obvious. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Just PM me who it was.
Yeah, well, I added him to the group the other day, so that you could see
Which group?
the zoomies.
I don't like this cryptid shit. If anyone's done
Who got added that wasn't there before?
Yeah. If it's you in chat, put a hand up emoji.
yeah.
Yeah, you want the blame for it when we see it anyway. I'm gonna have to pixelate it though. Can't put that on Facebook. We'll get taken down.
I have an idea.
Yeah, now you have an idea. Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah, now you have an idea. Right, let's do a buffet and then Matt, you go first and then you can go and hunt that picture down on that mod.
Yeah, okay. We've got a Exros 3 with some pocket salts banana rice, which I hate to admit I really like.
I can make you a big bottle of that shit, mate.
What, banana rice?
Yeah,
Yeah, but is it going to be sweet, sickly banana rice like that?
however you want it.
Yeah, maybe we might do something like that. We got the Exros 4 Nano, I think. It's a square Exros, basically,
Yeah.
that has silly pictures on it.
Not the one with the rocket on it, is it?
Oh, mine doesn't. Mine has a motorcycle
Mm,
because I changed it.
very cool.
And when you vape, it does a drift.
Oh,
And
like
in that,
these
we
ones.
have some very much non-TPD
Oh, hang on.
compliant lemon bar at 30-something milligram. What we got next? Stratum Balance V2.
Oh, it's got pop.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
go on.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
You know, sounded like a damp matchbox opening.
It's
That was
because I've
dry
got
as fuck.
I've got the ribbed tube.
Yeah, lick it. Lick that
focus.
rib bit.
See that? See the lines around the tube?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It scrapes as it comes up, so it doesn't sound as good.
Oh, fuck's sake. Why have you got to put that on it?
Paul's got the basic version. I've got the posh one.
Uh-huh.
That's why his pops. Asylum RTA with a very non-matching drip tip from a Dead Rabbit Mouth to Lung V2.
I think it's quite cool, though, that.
It looks quite good.
Yeah.
It's closed. That was the idea. But I have got a drip tip coming from Bill in Germany to go in there that will look quite nice. In that one, unmarked bottle, but it's Dreads Mango,
Nice.
which I really enjoy. And I've just ordered 100 ml of the concentrate.
Was that where you bought your concentrates from, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Then we have got the FMB V2
Nice.
with
Nice.
the Diplomat RDL on top.
I got one of them.
Not yet, you haven't.
Not yet. Tomorrow I will.
Good. I think you'll really enjoy it. Have you
I
got the
think
top fill kit or is it a standard?
It's I don't know, some diverted. I don't know.
That's the air diverter that goes inside.
All right. John, let me know what I've ordered.
If you want a top fill kit, I could probably sell you one because I don't use it. And in that, I've got some of Nevs' tobacco key.
Well, that
John.
sounds like a deal could be made there.
Maybe.
Mm.
We can discuss.
Yeah.
And then finally, we've got the Vape Smart Fight Club Quad 18650 series with the Valkyrie on top.
Nice.
No, not Valkyrie,
Okay.
Valhalla. And in that one, I've got some Yorkshire Sipper.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And that is me for this evening. So I'll pass it on to Michael.
Wonderful, sir. Thanking you. Pure Max number 2.
Freshly charged.
What, sorry?
Freshly charged.
Definitely freshly charged. About halfway by the looks of it. But that's got the same thing on that your Vaporesso has, look. A little rocket that takes off when you vape
You
it.
got to do the pop. You got to do the pop.
From a distance, it almost looks like it's ejaculating in your mouth.
Oh,
See, up
yeah,
it goes.
It does, yeah. Oral cream
in
bar.
that, I've got some flossed
Oh, yeah.
Purple Dragon, which is it's quite nice actually. Yeah, does the job. I only tend to use that on the way to work and back, just in the car, so it's done then.
Bit of purple dragon in your mouth.
But yeah, a bit of purple ejaculating dragon. Delro on that one with the Black Rose RDA inside.
Nice.
And then in that one, I
It's
was
like Paul Hinchcliffe's buffet.
I was lucky enough to get my hands on a bit of TJ's Sweaty Paws.
Oh, lovely.
Mr. Matt Todd special.
I need to start on mine, actually. It's been steeping a couple of weeks now.
Yeah,
Have you got some as well, have you?
I've left it.
I've got
a couple
2
of
bottles.
weeks. Yeah, left it a couple of weeks, but it's I had to crack it open because I run out of normal juice the other day. So
You've run out.
Well, no, I'd run out, but I hadn't gone in the shed.
So you run out of household liquid.
Run out of household liquid, yeah, stuff that's just sort of kicking around or lying around.
Yeah.
But Beth, the eldest, she'd run out of juice as well, so she was just snaffling anything that she could see. I went to the shelf and went, shit, it's all gone.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll just stick myself a tank of that in, and it's at a couple of weeks, it's nice. It is nice.
I need to do a rebuild over the weekend,
Yeah.
so I might crack into mine.
And then unfortunately, because my cotton burnt out at work, and I didn't have all my cotton build
Don't make
stuff,
excuses. It's okay. They're okay on here, Mike. You're okay on here.
I had to delve into the help yourself box at work, and I did succumb to a disposable, which, yeah, it's
Functional.
It's functional. It did the job. It's 20 milligram. It makes me feel spinny headed. So it's just there. But I'm not vaping on it permanently. And then I'm having a bit of Beaver Town.
Nice.
Can't beat a bit of beaver.
No, I didn't do my beer, did I?
No, you
I'm
don't.
drinking a butterfly photo bomb from Brooklyn Brewery.
Where's the other one? Show the other one. The other one's better.
The other one I finished that one.
Yeah, no, that was quite quick.
That
Was
was
that
a
8.4, Matt?
That was a raspberry cream soda sour.
Yeah, nice.
And this is yes, it's an 8.4
Ooh,
double IPA.
What?
nice. It's fighting liquid.
Then once that's done, I'm going on the gin
Yeah.
because I'm cutting my beer intake down.
Ooh, John McClintock says the standard top fill kit is shite.
Shut up, John.
He was about to get some free juice. Other Sean says, I still want to get a Diplomat RDL with top fill kit. The RTA comes with 3 chambers. What top fill kit do I order?
Actually, the top fill kit, there's nothing wrong with the top fill kit. You just have to be able to build properly.
Build properly or overdo the wicking?
You have to compensate.
Are you used to that, though?
What, compensating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I stick 2 fingers in at the same time just to make sure she can feel it.
Oh, I've just seen Ball in the Man Cave has just come in. Good to see you, mate.
Evening, bud.
Evening,
Good
mate.
evening.
If anybody is interested, pop onto Todd's group, have a look at the charity giveaway that's going on. There's a stunning mod on there from Tim Ball in the Man Cave.
I will try and find a link for the giveaway video.
Yeah, pop
Yeah,
a link.
In chat.
Get all the stuff ready, Matt, and then we can show it.
But yeah, that's me. So I'll swing it over to Scott.
Cool. I've just got a few little jelly box type thing. That has got Bunny's coconut mango, which is very, very surprising.
Coconut mango. Oh my god, get her out of here.
Sorry, coconut melon. Sorry, coconut melon. It's been steeping for probably a couple of months. Salts. Really, really nice. Really impressed. Also got the overpowered going, and in that I've got the soul mint menthol, and I've always got it going. SVBM Stormtrooper. Nigel's celebrating 8 years as a group, really active group on SVB.
Wow.
Been building mods for, I think he said 12 or 13 years. And it shows. Stunning mods. His new mod that's coming out looks absolutely beautiful.
He has to christen one of them new ones though, doesn't he? I want to see him boot one of them new ones down the fucking lawn as well.
I missed the boot in anything in the garden. I think he's got so good he don't boot anything anymore.
That's the problem, isn't it? He's too good now. He doesn't boot anything.
Yeah. He needs to fuck some stuff up and boot it down the garden.
I have got a rough picture of the prototype. If we would like to see it.
And to compensate for really, really nice mods, I'm drinking a really, really shit beer. Yin Yang and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll do my buffet, Matt, and then show all that shit.
That's me done. I'll pass it over to Nevs.
All right, cool. Pixel with the pulse inside, because the pulse is one of the best RBAs that you can get.
Or you could just get a better Allen key and use your.
I did get an Allen key, but it was too loose. I think it's like a 0.95. Because that one that I got from B&M Bargains didn't fit.
Haven't I told you numerous times to buy that wearer kit?
Yeah, have you seen the price of that? B&M Bargains is £3.
Actually, I told Steph to buy it for you for Christmas, but she didn't.
No, she bought me something else. I don't know. I can't remember what she got me. Oh yeah,
I might have a spare 0.9 Allen key kicking about.
Yeah, go on, chuck that in with the top kit. MQ class with the Cthulhu Valor on the top. Valor. All undisclosed liquids, by the way, except the last one. Topside light with the Devourer. Or still best RTA in the world until I get my diplomat in 12 hours and 37 minutes. And then I got the
gorgeous
Bumblebee. The Bumblebee bod with the Voltrove 25 on the top. And I'm vaping some Iron Slush. Some Iron Brew Iron Slush from...
Is that from Darkstar?
From Noms. Noms.
Very quickly when you held that up before my eyes focused on it, it looked like the B&M Bargains.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very B&M.
Yeah, it's me. If I was going to get it again, which I might order another bottle just to tip the concentrate in because it's a bit weak and it needs more punch. The flavour's there. It is definitely Iron Brew flavour. It's just like tastes like 10%, and it was a 20% mix, and it doesn't taste like a 20% mix.
Right.
So I think there's some PG padding going on there. But yeah, all in all, it's not bad. Fuel coil, and I'm on Wingman Session.
Oh, that's a good beer.
Have you tried the Wingman Tropical?
Yeah, I prefer the tropical.
That's good.
Gets you fucked up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the tropical, but
that's why I don't buy the Session one.
Yeah,
when
it's still a nice
beer. Beer pick, if he goes for the Wingman Session, I go no, the blue Wingman.
Yeah, Space Turtle says that is Iron Slush from Flavor Boss Boss Shots. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Nom Noms. Just sell it. So because I was buying other stuff from Nom Noms, I just bought something that Steph just likes to vape one flavor and just fucking plow through it. So I bumped it up to the free delivery thing, and that was it. Yeah, and that's me. Matthew, have you got anything to show?
I have got a picture of the prototype SVB side by side.
Ooh.
Is sharing on?
Is it on? Right, hold on.
No, it is not.
Bear with.
Let me go and grab another beer while you.
Now it is.
this is a rough prototype, not completed.
Is this the bastard build one?
But this is roughly the shape and the size, etc.
I think it's fucking lovely. I think it really looks nice.
Is there any others? Just the bottom there.
Why have you
It's-
got portrait mode on that?
Huh? Shush! I thought I closed that. There's probably some other pictures somewhere, but it's a very active group, so it's very difficult to find. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, it does. It's stunning. That does.
Oh, I could do with that door to go on mine. But yeah, so that was the SVB side by side, which Nigel is currently building.
I think he's is he having it reprinted or slightly redesigning?
I think the last time I saw, he'd got some reprints coming.
Because it was
Yes.
It was a bastard, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he said he was redesigning it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I know he had.
It looks a very ergonomic mod.
Yeah, he had a struggle with the screws at first, trying to find the right screws because he designed it to take like specific screws, and I know he couldn't get hold of them. He paid a lot of money for these screws, I think. But
one thing you can guarantee with Nigel stuff, it will be perfect when it goes out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's one of my favourite mods. That's one of Nigel's is SVBR.
Show him the billet.
I haven't got it in here.
Haven't you?
Have I got another Moxon mod in here? I think I have.
Is obviously because billet.
I have. I've got my Dead Skull SVBM there,
Nice.
which doesn't focus. Oh, there we go. Yeah, love that mod.
Yeah.
What's that RDA?
That is the armor engine.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I don't know whether to get a reload. I like the look of the reload.
I looked at it, thought quite like the look of that, but it's 25mm single coil. It's pointless.
Well, that'll be perfect for that new mod you just bought.
No, that'll have a dual coil on it.
A 25mm single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that new mod that'll probably have an Asgard Mini on it.
Yeah. What
Dual coil point.
what's the
something.
squonk bottle capacity? You put the big boy in.
Alright. It's
Well,
got a bottle in. You put juice in it.
Get the bottle with it.
Yeah. I don't know what size it is.
6 or 8 mil or something like that.
It's a 21-700 mod, so it's going to be a reasonably sized bottle.
You want the big boy, don't you? You want the monster.
Yeah. I'd imagine it would be 6 or 8, something like that.
Is that the one that Monty's doing with? Is it Aiden?
Yeah. Forged.
The forged squonk.
Yeah, alpha mods forged thingy.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
I was actually looking at the placement of the bottle, and I thought that actually might be a bit comfortable because I'm not a fan of side.
I'd finger fire it.
You'd what?
And then so you finger fire it, and then the bottle's down here.
Yeah, that didn't look too bad, to be fair, because like I'm trying to fucking design a thing, and this fell out of love with trying to make it perfect.
So has your 3D printer become a big dust gatherer now?
No, I'll still do it. It's just obviously there's all the ones that I made, but I need to sort the internals and all that stuff as well. So that's
when it gets complicated.
Well, yeah, but that's why I want that to be like perfect, where I'm not gonna think, oh bastard. I know I could always do a V2, but if you're doing something like that, you want your V1 to be perfect, don't you?
Yeah, if your V1's not perfect, no one will want to buy your V2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to get it to a point where you're happy with it.
Back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Like you say, there's only so much you can do with a box, and like if you're just doing a standard L-type contact, it's easy to do, and you can do it really, really well. As in, you can manufacture it really well. But when you start getting into moving the contacts around 90 degrees and putting them as a side fire as opposed to finger, when you get rid of that L-shaped contact, the contact is almost more important than the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you've still got to clean it, you've still got to get it out, you've still got to have a service. So if you've got I've had mods that you've got to take screws out and fucking pull things out of the way to move stuff out of the way to clean a contact. It becomes a ball ache. It becomes not a pleasure to use anymore. So
that's the problem though. If you do it the other way, it wouldn't work as good.
No, it wouldn't. No.
It wouldn't be how I want it, where the squonk bottle is so open that you can't fucking miss it when you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want. I want it so that you know what I want it like, the double barrel. I want it pretty much like an ode to the double barrel, not the double barrel that Squid Industries do. The double barrel that I can't even remember. BVB.
Yeah.
That's what I want it like. John McClintock in response to the reload. It's a good RDA. Flavor is great. Airflow is smooth as Herb's head. Nice. And Born in the Man Cave, you will never get it perfect. I think that's the problem, because you do want to get it perfect, don't you? You do want to get it perfect.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, if you get that ergonomical position, and so it's just a natural action when you're vaping and you go, oh, just need a bit, and you do it. If you've got to start sticking your finger in little cutout holes to try and push the bottles, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
That's what you don't want. You want it to just be natural and just leave it in your hand and not have to like fucking move your arm around and fucking do this shit.
Yeah, holding it and squonking it and no. Yes, booyah. New job's going really well, mate. Loving it.
Yeah, he was saying before you come on that he's loving it, and it's good grass is greener and all that.
Grass is definitely greener.
Yeah. John McClintock, what about a tube mech shaped squonker? Have they not been done?
Tube squonkers.
So like a single 21700 with the bottle there as well. Have they been done?
I can't think of one,
because you'd have to have the squonk bottle at the top. But how would you get the connection? Yeah, you could get the connection. It'd have to be a big.
You'd just circumvent the bottle, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The trouble with that is you'd lose power from it.
Yeah, because of the travel distance.
Yeah.
And you'd have to I don't quite know how you'd isolate the bottle from the battery, because you'd have to obviously have a battery, then a top to the battery, then some sort of switch to push the current up through the go through a wire, and
and you wouldn't want the bottle to piss, because it'd just piss straight down onto the battery.
John says side fire.
Yeah, what there was a little adapter that came out the side on a little. You took the RDA off and then put this little adapter on, and then you squonked. So you'd squonk with your finger like that.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Shit, but they were about.
Don't think I've seen a tube style one though.
No, I haven't. So maybe it's worth looking into though. You know, Born in the Man Cave. 5 years I've been aiming for the perfect mod. Then I can start making them. LOL. Yeah.
I love it's wood, isn't it? It's I've watched his videos of how he's been machining them and stuff, and it's just fucking.
Where's that? Where's that? A Born in the Man Cave group, is it?
Yeah, there's a Born in the Man Cave group, and videos and stuff. I saw Mark. I think Mark posted a video of him making stuff, and I've seen a few of his bits that he's broken, just because it's using wood and it's going really thin wall. So machining a lot of the material out, but the finish on them is just.
Born in the Man Cave. I've made you an admin. You can put your link in so that people can look at what you do.
I've dabbled a little bit with wood, and that is hard shit to do.
Yeah,
he loses a little tiny bit when he separates the. Obviously, because you're running a blade through the wood, you lose you lose a certain amount of the grain. So the grain doesn't match absolutely perfectly, because it never will, because it's just the material,
It's just natural, isn't it?
the natural aspect of the material. But fuck me, they're beautiful.
Mm.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I've given him admin anyway, so he can drop his link in if he wants to drop his link.
Magnetic switches and stuff is just, the way he's done it is so clever. So clever.
How's Irons? Evening, mates? Has evening been a while?
Evening's quiet.
How you doing, mate?
I think so anyway. I finished the sentence off for him. He's put evening being a word.
Away.
What?
Yeah, maybe. John McClintock, separate chamber for battery and bottle. I'm going to draw something up. Draw something up, John. I can see what I can make.
Ball in the Man Cave's just put his group in.
Yeah, everyone go over and
There we go.
check Ball in the Man Cave. Look at his stuff. I'll go and check it later.
Interesting. Really, really interesting to see how it's done.
Yeah, but besides a mech though, I've always been never fussed on the mod I'm using. Just like the RTA or the RDA, I've never really cared what mod I've got on the bottom, and I don't think it makes a difference apart from aesthetically.
No, I think
Ergonomics are a thing.
ergonomics are, at the end of the day, it's the power unit. It's the bit that drives the RDA, the ATI, or whatever you've got. But it's got to, if you're using it a lot, it's got to be ergonomically comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that mod is massively comfortable.
Yeah, it looks it. Yeah.
Your fingers just sit in it, and it's thumbfire.
Yeah.
And again,
Very, very comfy.
I mean, that is literally just a square box. And I've used those for years, and I find that amazingly comfortable.
Comfortable to fire, but how do you squonk it, Scott? Like what position do you hand it?
I thumb fire it, and I'd squonk it with my thumb. So I don't. It's a separate. I can't fire it and squonk it. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
I fire it like that. So I literally squeeze it together, and then
my SVB, I finger fire, and then thumb the ball.
Yeah, see, I find that it sits perfectly with the square in my knuckle like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can't do a finger over the top because then your finger's against the RDA, and I don't like that.
Yeah, but it's literally just a square box. And when I first picked one up, when they first come out, I can't think where I saw one first. Oh, Alex.
You know, that's a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a box with curved edges.
Yeah.
But the way it sits, the button's up there. Well, where's my camera? So your thumb falls to the button.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect size to just sit in your hand.
Yeah. Alex sent me one. He won one, I think, on a waffle, and he sent me his old one. And I was always petrified of mechs. And he sent me one of these. I think it was the first one that Nige ever made. It was a plain green Cerakoted box, and I think, I may be wrong, but I think it was the first M that was ever made. And when I first held it, I was like, "Oh fucking hell! I'm not 100% sure on that. You know, it's all edgy, but you
grow to like it.
It's just a powerhouse. I know exactly when I got to change my battery. I know exactly how to squonk. I know exactly. I've used it with the same RDA. It just works, and that's all you can really ask for, isn't it? It's just got to work.
Yeah. I've always. Go on, mate.
Well, no, carry on.
I've always been a fan of like index finger firing, but like because this one's a weird one because I fire with the side of my thumb. But I find it comfortable because you just hold it, and some mods for me are too small because I've got like quite big hands. So like even the pixel's like too small. I find the pixel too small, and that when I'm holding it, I feel like I'm like holding a little dainty teacup.
Yeah. It makes it uncomfortable to hold because it's too small.
Yeah, like it's good for like form factor and shit like this, the MQ and whatever. But I've always preferred heavier and bulkier, but not to the extent where it wrecks the design of the mod or whatever. Like
The board makes a difference for me as well.
The board.
Yeah, I don't tend to like the own brand boards from the budget companies, particularly. I like a DNA or I like a Dicodes.
Yeah.
I do feel they perform better.
Not really a big fan of DNA.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference. That's I
Is
palate.
it, at the end of the day, it's set to taste.
Yeah.
If a board's not as powerful, see, I don't like the boards in the pixels or the stubbies.
I like
they've
them.
got
Yeah.
battery sag. They got battery sag.
Yeah.
Especially in the stubby board was the fucking worst piece of dog shit ever come out. The stubby, to me, was take it, drop in the bin.
Hey, you sold yours to me.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got a good deal on it.
I can't even remember.
You got a basically brand new mod for a decent price.
Yeah, it was decent. I had two. I don't know where the other one is. I gave one to Hanky.
And you got a really nice RBA with it.
The thing is, I think the minute that they released the stubby and they said, and you can just pop the chip out, they knew that chip was not going to be lasting.
That hot swappable chip is what I think was actually the downfall of the mod.
Yeah.
I think it's the contact points where it's screwed in is what causes the voltage drop.
Yeah, it's just sucking something out of the performance.
And the thing that made me think that was I used to have the Hellfire Cobra.
Yeah, the Cobra.
Is that the front button one?
Yeah, but they did the Cobra and the Cobra X. The Cobra X was the mech one, but the Cobra was a Bomber Pro MOSFET.
The Cobra was a 350 quid, wasn't it?
I would put the same build in a Haku Vena on that Cobra with the Bomber Pro, 0.2 build, and going, meh. It feels it's hitting weak. Put the same build on the Sunbox Game Over with the same board in it, and it hit so much harder. And it's the way the contacts were done in the Hellfire. It was screwed contacts.
Yeah, but I aim for what I want to use. Size, button placement, and squonk bowl must be usable without having to keep shifting the way you hold the mod. And then finally, how it looks.
The way I look at it is, that's not firing as good as that one. I'll just put it up 5 watts.
Yeah, that's all.
Fucking simple.
Yeah, but then if you're using it with something like a MOSFET, you can't do that. You've got to change your build then. That's different. But like with the stubby, it didn't matter because if you turned that power up, the battery sag would increase.
Yeah, just load it.
So it'd load it up even more and you get more sag. The stubby, nah. I thought I bought one because everyone was going mad over them. And I thought I've got to try one. Didn't like it at all. It was too fat.
Oh, I like that about it.
It was too fat. You put it in your pocket and it wasn't a pocket mod.
Yeah, but I'm used to that.
It was short and stumpy, but it was fat.
Not used to that.
If they'd have if they'd have taken
not being fat.
If they'd have taken the sides off and made it slimmer, like most of the mods that have the borrow facing forward, the sides are open. Look at the Pixel, for example. It's slim because there's no sides to the burrow.
Yeah.
If they'd done that with the stubby, problem solved. It's slimmer mod. It's pocketable.
My one problem with the stubby that I had was it'd dent your batteries because it used to be like halfway down. The battery would show halfway down, like new batteries as well, new 18650s, halfway down, and it'd say battery flat or whatever it says.
That's because the board was shit and the contacts were shit.
Yeah, I used to tighten it more, and then it'd work again for about 10 puffs, and then tighten it more, and then take my battery out. I had a fucking dent in it.
You know,
dent in the top.
Yeah.
That battery contact system that was copied from, was it TSG contacts or something that were sold for billet boxes, and you basically just unscrewed your billet box contact, put that one in, and it was a wheel. But it didn't dent your batteries. But the way they did that one with that ridge on it, would put a ring in your fucking battery.
Yeah, that's what it done. Like all my batteries now got dents in it.
It wasn't good. Wasn't a good mod. But there's your things. Your board makes a massive difference in the way it's put together.
I think that's my, well, not my problem, but I think that's one of my oversights. I just buy something that looks cool, and like like this, and
Not like that.
exactly like this.
I've got the single battery one of them. I never ever use it.
That's because you need the double.
Yeah.
No, I really don't.
The best thing to do is put your joggers on. Don't tie your joggers and put one of them in your pocket.
The thing is though, if I want a dual 18650 mod, or is that dual 21?
Dual 21.
If
I don't fuck about, mate. I don't fuck about.
If I want a dual 21, I use the Odin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I use that. If I want a dual 21, I much prefer it, and it'll take a 30mm, which that won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it takes 28.
If you look at it at the right angle, it'll take a 30.
Yeah, no, don't. I detest overhang. I cannot stomach overhang. It makes me
Gag.
Yeah. Makes me twitch overhang on a mod.
Yeah.
I don't like underhang.
Yeah, you've got a 25 on a mod that takes 28.
Yeah, but that looks alright because it's like black into black. But stuff
And you've
like
got
this,
and you've got a bubble glass on it.
where you've got like yeah, because fucking Steph broke it again.
Yeah, but that just looks. I mean, that's got underhang, but it looks clean.
Because I don't like
I
it.
think it looks better where obviously Nixie's sat in the middle of the mod, where they're sat to the side. You get away with it more sat to the side than you do with one that sits in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it, like, because the 30 fits on there and it looks perfect, but I just prefer the 25, to be honest. 25 Ultra. But yeah, I suppose it is all
It's subjective. I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a tart for mods.
Hmm.
I like fancy looking mods. I mean, that's a really old mod now, but I love it. It's a proper old school stabwood mod,
yeah, it's nice.
and that I like that. I mean, is there much point in something that has a cap over the top of your tank? Probably not.
Not if you
but I
can't
like
do the
it.
popper with it, no.
Well, I'll have to buy the poor man's smooth battery tube. Why not?
Yeah, Born in the Man
Yeah,
Cave.
I mean it's
Born in the Man Cave. I aim for what I want to use. Size, button placement, and squonk bottle must be
You
useful
read that
without having
already.
to keep shifting the way you hold the mod. Yeah, that's what I don't like. Like move it when you have a squonker, fucking having to hold it, fire it, and then fucking move it, and then fucking squonk, and then move it again.
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
not-
got to be one natural action.
That's why I'm trying to make that basically the
See, like other Sean's got there. Also, the difference in materials, wood to metal, looks clean. Yeah, it's got to be nicely put together. I
Yeah.
mean, the DeWalt mod does not look nicely put together.
I tell you what.
There is nothing that looks clean about that mod.
See, that's tomorrow when I got a diplomat on the top of it.
Please don't. Have you not got anything nice to put the diplomat on?
Yeah, I got top side light.
No,
MQ?
no.
I think the MQ is all right for what it is.
I think it's all right as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a look through my stuff and see if I can find you something half decent to put that on.
I've probably got something. What's this thing here? Yeah, I got one of these.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
Alos 3, isn't it?
Cool
That's a
Fire.
Cool Fire.
That's
Cool Fire Z50. What about that?
Perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look and see if I've got something kicking around.
I got that other one here somewhere as well, haven't I? The one that bought off you before.
AJ has arrived. Good evening, mate.
AJ, how are you
Evening,
doing, buddy?
Ash, mate. Evening.
Better late than never.
Right.
Cunt Club haven't worked this week.
You what?
We got Cunt Club. See you next Tuesday, club. Hadn't happened this week.
No?
Maybe next week.
That because of you?
Yeah, I think so.
John, have you tried that Mech Barrow yet, Nick? No, I haven't. I haven't actually bought coils for a long time, and if I'm going to use that, I'm going to put a decent coil in it, which I should do this week, really.
Oh, I struggle with Met Bros. I've tried them and I just can't get it right. Trying to get the right build in a Met Bro is a fucking faff.
Do you know what I don't like about like mechs? The fact that the first 2 hits are fucking glorious, and then after that you feel it dying.
Yeah, but you build appropriately.
Yeah, but it's still not. It's still gonna.
You want the first few hits to be over the top.
Yeah,
More
but
than
it's still gonna die off, isn't it?
Yeah, but you build it so that the first few are a bit too whoa, that's a bit much. Then it settles in.
Yeah, but I'd want that all the time. Like, whoa, that's fucking too much. I want that again.
You know what I like about mechs is if you're in a place and it never says check atomizer, it never starts fucking flashing lights and you can't get a draw out of it. Even if you're going
Oh no, I have had experiences where I've put an RDA on a mech and gone, this isn't fucking working.
Yeah, but that's because
Contact. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incompetence.
When I first bought the Cali 28, put it on the forge, it's all making contact, it wouldn't fire. So what the fuck's going on with this?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Took a load of fucking about and then I eventually got it working.
So in that case, your first fire from that was non-existent.
It was non-existent.
So you don't want that, do you?
I hit the button with some 0.00 something coil.
None of your fucking businesses.
Yeah, those ones. About that. And I hit the button expecting a massive smack of flavour in my mouth and went, huh? What was that?
Juice. Just juice in the mouth.
No, there was no juice. Didn't even do anything. It was just meh. Nothing. Air. Battery adjustment wheel.
That's a lot.
Other Sean's just said in chat, Matt, was it the battery adjustment wheel? On what? Only yours, AJ, only yours. Pete's is a bit salty.
Oh, Nevs, Born in the Man Cave has said I can share with you. Oh, just jumped. I can share with you a 3D printed file of my current mod if you want to have a play with it.
No, I faffed with that, Sean. It worked in the end. I fucked about and I was drunk when I fixed it, so I can't remember what I did.
Born in a Man Cave. Yeah, can do. I tried to design that from ground up, but obviously you know what you're talking about or you know what you're doing. It'd be good to see the process. It'd be good to see what you've done and whatever. Obviously I go for like you just not moving my hands when just for comfortability, comfortness.
That's still not a word.
No, no, it's comfort. I think that's what you got to be. You just got to be comfortable.
Yeah, I like to hold it, and it's been such a long time that I've had a squonker because I fucking love squonking. It's been a long time since I've had a squonker where I haven't had to like fucking move my arms around and fucking twist and whatever. I just like to fire, squonk, fire, squonk, fire, squonk.
I think that Forge one is going to work that way. It looks like it'll work like that. If you're a finger firer, but I am generally for that style of mod.
What I've seen, because I haven't seen the contacts in it, but obviously it's gonna go up. It's probably gonna go up because it's got like an angled squonk hole, isn't it?
Yes,
it's probably just gonna go up and to the 510.
I would hope so.
But yeah, but what I mean is it's probably going to be right next to the squonk hole, isn't it?
Yes, potentially.
That's why the squonk hole is on the corner rather than
potentially. Once it's here, I'll break it down on the show and we'll have a look.
I
like that. See, I like the idea with the whole contact going up around the top, and I've had mods like it before. But with anything mech, I like to be kind of in a position where if the contact for some reason becomes shit over time, which they can with a strip contact,
yeah,
I want something that I can cut out myself with a Dremel or a pair of tin snips. And
On
if
the
you've
go-
got
on the go
if you've got an
maintenance.
L-shape, if you've got an L-shaped bit of metal, you can do. And I've built squonkers like that before. I used to do those, the toaster mods. I used to get them printed from Shapeways,
Oh yeah.
the little toaster nanos.
Mm.
I built one for myself, and then I had a few mates like, "Oh, can you build me one?"
Mm.
So I ended up doing about half a dozen of them,
Mm.
and I literally did it with tin snips. Cut it out with tin snips. Did the holes for the holes to go around the 510 with a step drill,
Mm.
with a bit of wood and a vice,
Mm.
and yeah, just did it that way. And it was simple, and that's what I want, serviceability. If I've got a strip contact, I want to be able to cut that fucker out myself.
Mm.
If you've got one that fucking goes all wonky around the side, you ain't doing that.
Yeah, but
I like
obviously
simplicity.
when I did that, I wanted the squonk to be fully here. But I moved it just so I could see if I could get the contacts come up the front side, but I can't because I wanted the door so big that you wouldn't have any problem taking the contacts out and clean it and whatever.
Mm.
But obviously that does work. What I've done there, where I've but yeah, it will wear down over time.
Yeah, I think you're better off with a magnetized door.
Yeah, that's another problem I had trying to fucking do that because I'm not the best at designing, obviously. But I did just pick it up and fucking did it, like, learnt myself.
You just went with it, didn't you? I remember you saying to me, "What do you use as a design program?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm on Tinkercad, which is shit." And you just grabbed all the Fusion and went
Yeah,
away with.
I noticed though because I looked at videos on YouTube or whatever. I took the fucking long way round.
Did you?
Like they were all designing, like drawing the diagrams first, and then they would like build it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And I was basically just like making shapes and cutting shape from shapes.
Yeah.
I was doing it the long way around, but obviously it works. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, evening Hemlin, evening Connor Smith.
Connor, good to see you. Good. Hey.
Connor?
Hemlin didn't even know this show was a thing until he looked at Facebook. Guess I should pay more attention to socials. Yeah, we just chat shit on here. We don't really.
To be fair, until about Thursday, we don't even know if it's a thing.
Yeah, we just go with the flow, whatever. I always get like thumbnail ready, and then if we've got the people, we got the people. If not,
That's it.
Zoom it or whatever. It's getting harder to do shows now because not everyone's interested anymore. But isn't it? Other show on Nevans, that's the process though. Keep prototyping and improving. Yeah, I did stick at it.
I just get massively frustrated. Massively frustrated.
I think I would.
That's just like being married, isn't it?
Yeah.
The longer it goes on, the more frustrated you become.
It's a bit like waiting for OAPs to die. It's just massively fucking frustrating. Yeah. And you only get a small window before they're.
Just don't wait for them to die, Scott. Just get in there while they're still a bit warm and wet.
Or you do what other Sean said with marriage. You just keep prototyping and improving.
Yeah.
Because the older you get, it's harder to find the next version.
That's a really, really expensive way of doing it.
It is a very expensive way of doing it, unless you're very well versed in legal proceedings and prenups and shit.
Yeah, which none of us are.
No.
Born in the Man Cave says he's just uploaded the 3D files to his Facebook group. Print it and have a go. I will, mate. I will.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll print one as well and see what it does.
It's been a while since I've used it, to be honest. So it'd be good to fucking use it again.
Give it a dust off, Nick.
Give it a dust off, yeah. Hopefully it's still all greased up and that. Well, it probably could do with a bit more now, but
just chuck a load of PG at it. It'll be all right.
PG it. Yeah, nice.
You can see the VG film across the front of it.
Yeah, you can, mate. It has VG film on it. Yeah. I got alcohol spray. That'll do. Hamlin says more expensive than buying many Delros.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, Delros are another level.
There is always the potential as well that many Delros will end in divorce anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you buy a very expensive green kitchen.
All depends what colour you.
Yeah.
If I had a Delro, you can guarantee Steph would drop it.
All depends what colour Delro they'll let you have. Should be the.
It's true.
Well, there is that. There is that.
Well, there's only one red one in existence.
Yes.
I believe there's not.
I've only ever seen one. I've only ever seen one.
That's because you don't know the people who've got the others.
Yeah, I know, Matt, but you reckon me joke here?
Yeah.
You reckon me joke? You're being too specific.
No, Delros are a twat to get hold of. They are good though.
I don't think they're a twat to get hold of.
I think it'd be.
I don't like the lipo ones, but
I was going to say what I think would be a good thing if we all had a word with Mark, and we got him to just post it to each one of us, and we took a shot.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but Paul will take the fun out of it then as well because he said I'm not bothered. I've got an orange one.
Yeah.
I held the red one at Expo. I held the red one at Expo.
So if there's more than one red one, it's not a unicorn, is it?
How many people want an orange one though, innit? That's why you could get an orange one. And I wouldn't even say they're hard to get. You just gotta have the fucking money to. You gotta not have the money. You gotta be willing to spend the money on it.
Yeah, you've got to land on the list, and if you want one second hand, you've got to pay the price for them. They don't very often. They don't come up cheaply, ever. I don't like the lipo ones. The lipos don't work for me. Hence, I got the D650. It's a lovely mod. It's a lovely mod. Would I pay £1,000 for one? No.
Problem is, it's become a joke now. Anyway, on the live shows, they're more of a joke than the fucking Vault mod.
You know my opinion on high end, and the availability of high end and joining waiting lists and all that bollocks. But I do appreciate how well they're made. You've got to appreciate how well machining a piece of Delrin or resin or whatever it may be. But it's just the fact that you've got to fucking suck someone off and toss 3 coins in the air and they've all got to land on heads before you can get on a list, before you got to suck someone else off, and then if you like
sucking people off, then it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a different list, Scott.
Oh, that might be one of them.
Not forgetting after you've done all this, you still got to pay for the fucker.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what does me with high end. That, you know, if somebody put a thing, you can have a red one, a blue one, or a green one. That one's £1,000. That one's £2,000, and that one's £3,000. Job done. But put in. You've got to go on a list, and then you win the chance. Buy one.
It's down to how many they can make, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing. They can't make hundreds of them.
No, I know that
they're small batch.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. But they could put a list out that we've made 3 red ones this year. Who wants one? They're going to be
the way BMM do it is quite good. Basically, they open 2 lists a year, so you can sign up in January and June.
Yeah,
you go on that list. If you don't get drawn on that list, you get 2 entries on the next one, and then eventually you build up to 4. And everyone that's got 4 entries gets their own separate rando.
Yeah, but listen to this: when you can just go onto fucking Vaping 101 and buy one of them. And you could like listen to this. You can go on a list, and then if you get onto another list, and then you get another one, and then you're on 4.
But the thing is, Charles at BMM can only make so many mods. He can't make enough for everybody who wants one now to have one.
But
it doesn't work like that. It's not China.
But this is what gets me about it. Charles, did you say? So Charles can only make 10 mods a year or 12 mods a year. He makes 1 a month. So once a month, he puts it out on the last Saturday of the month. I've made this black mod. It's going to be £1,000. Who wants it? First person that presses X1 buys it.
Yeah. I'd rather the
I think
thing is I've got 4 entries on BMM at the moment.
but I
Sometime in the next few months, my name's going to come up.
think half the thrill for high end is chasing it.
Yeah.
The modder isn't doing anything wrong by doing that, but he's only there to sell his 12 mods a year because that's all he can make.
Charles does 10 a month.
So 10 a month. So every
Was
week.
it 10 a week? No, it's 10 a week.
Oh, 10 a week.
He does a random for 10 every week.
And how much do they go for?
Depending on what they are, they're about $250 to $300.
So three grand a week, 12 grand a month, and there's people like, oh, I fucking need one.
And they'll sell them in the bootleggers at the moment. They are high trade bait.
Yeah, so he's not having a problem.
So you can buy a $280 mod.
If he really wanted to,
they'll sell on BMM for $1,000 odd.
Yeah, so if he really wanted to, he could fucking make
Not
more
BMM,
than that if he
MMM.
wanted.
That's what I really don't.
The way he does it is very fair, I think. Rather than stick your name down for a pre-order, 300 people will stick their name in and 10 will get a mod.
That's madness. That's madness.
But it's repeated every single week.
If you're the person that's making these mods, and you're like, I got 300 people queuing up to buy one of these, and only 10 are going to get one, and next week there's going to be another 10 added to that list. I'm just fucking milking. I'm milking, and it's not dying down.
That's really what.
It is going to come to a point where it will die off, though.
Yeah. Turtle says, "How about a fight to the death like Squid Game?"
Yeah. And that's what I don't understand. Born in the Man Cave, so it's based on hype of a device.
Yes, it is hype.
Thing is, yeah, there is a lot of hype around BMM. Not so much now; it's died off. But for a 3D printed mod, they are very, very nice. The 3D print has got a different feel to any other 3D print on the market. It's got a different texture. It feels different. The ergonomics of the mods are very good, and they are very nicely done.
I absolutely don't disagree with what you're saying, as in the fact they're beautiful and they're well made and everything like that. The only thing I don't get is you've got to jump through so many hoops to pay your 400 quid for the mod.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Where you have
like trying to get a black card at Nando's.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'd love one of them.
I could message.
You look at Strangers mods. The stupidly extremely expensive Italian things that actually aren't that good. If you want to get into their group, because I follow their page, so they showed this home reader build tab the other day. So, well, that's quite interesting. And they put a link. The links to their group. To get in the group, you need to have vouchers from other members in the group before you can even get in it.
Yeah, that's
and that's you're
into the elitist sector.
And then, if you want said build tab, it's €1,600.
Hey, that's fucking mad. So because they've got it to the point where, like, there's people saying, "Oh, I've got a build tab and it's hard to get." So then there's other people going, "Fucking hard to get. Let me see how hard this is to get. I'll fucking see how hard it is to get." Right, put me on that list. Put me on the list. I'll fucking have one.
See, to me, that chasing that like that makes you look like a cunt. In my mind, you're buying a product. The modder, the person who's making it, whatever it may be, they want to sell it, and they're gonna sell it no matter what. So why make you jump through hoops to get to it? It's
a lot of them aren't making you jump through hoops. The listings are because there are more people want them than they can supply. So they do it on a randomizer so that it's fair.
Yeah.
Everybody wants one, sticks their name down. They'll do a randomizer, say, right, we've got 20 mods available from this batch. If you want one, stick your name down here on this Google Doc. We'll do a randomizer and we'll pick 20 names at random. you can buy them.
Yeah, Emily's just said flippers. Bet 50% of the people that do these things for one reason to resell.
Yeah,
Just
there
want
are.
to sell it.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of them
there
do.
are flippers. Yeah, and like I didn't know this was like a thing. Obviously, I knew there was
Charles at
buying and selling.
BMM. If you get a mod directly from him, and he finds you flipping it, he comes across it, or someone says to him, somebody's flipped this immediately after getting it from you at $280 or whatever, and they're flipping it for $1,000 on MMM, then he will boot you from the group.
Yeah, so you can't spend another
You won't get another
£250 with him again now. Fucking hell. Which is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like that's it now. You're blacklisted from giving me money.
It's supply and demand. It's like Rolex watches. You can't walk into a Rolex AD and go, "I'd like to buy a Steel Submariner, please."
No, you got to be on the list.
They go, "Oh no, sorry, we don't have any for sale at the moment."
Yeah,
you put your name on a waiting list.
I get that.
It's supply and demand.
Do you think it's a similar sort of thing with these modders that? Like, I don't say BMM. Is it BMM? Is BMM a good mod?
Yeah, Box Mod Mafia. Yeah.
So if say BMM could make 1,000 mods a week, would people still be interested?
No.
Would it lose
Probably not so much.
Would it lose its spark, as in the fact that you've chased that for so long, been on this list, been on that list, sucked someone off, done this, done that, whatever, until the point that you can buy one? If you could just go click online, oh, BMM, oh, £1,000, yeah, lovely, I have one.
Oh, they got one in stock. I love that.
And
If you've got enough people wanting them, and you can't make enough to satisfy everybody, that's how you've got to do it. It's the fairest way to do it. I mean, it used to be back in the day with things like that years ago, where there would be a drop at a certain time, and you'd be sitting there doing F5 wars. Billet box were the same.
Yeah.
Billet boxes used to drop once a week on the website, and you know when they were going to come up. It was 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Mountain Time or whatever, and you'd sit there and you'd keep F5 in until they appeared.
Yeah.
Then it was a race to get your fucking card details in quick enough to get one, and they would be gone in a minute.
I did that years ago with I think it was Golden Greek, and it was the Odysseus tank atomizer, and that was hyped and hyped and hyped up to a point where I was like, that looks a decent one. It got like a juice control system. You twisted the drip tip, and it was all stainless tip, beautiful looking thing, Golden Greek. And I joined the group, joined the list, got the emails. They're going to go live at this time, and it literally was tick. Yeah, and got it, and it was the worst piece of shit that I'd ever bought. It was. I had it working.
The amount of times I tried to buy a billet box, the amount of times I tried to buy a billet box and failed was ridiculous until I finally.
That was before the pulse, though. Born in the Man Cave says, I just don't get it. I run a list, first come first on the list, first come first serve. I'm sure people understand, and to be honest, if I have a large demand, I would take it into the production job done. Yeah. Take it into production job done. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I understand $280. That's fine. No problems with the $280 or whatever. Get on the list. If I don't get one, fair enough. I won't bother. But the tab, £1,600. You could give a fucking modder £1,600.
Their mods are €1,000 as well.
Yeah, but you could give a decent modder. Let's say Born in a Man Cave. You give him £1,600 and you go build me that tab, and they could do it.
Yeah.
That's why I like Nigel, and I like Stuart Vape Smarter.
Yeah.
I like that build tab I bought from Stu. Yes, it was expensive for something that I build coils on, but it's completely unique. Completely unique. It's got a pocket watch exploded inside it.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Nigel. Nigel, I want an SVBM 21700. I want it done in candy blue or Blues Brothers blue, and I want a dragon on the front with a flame coming out of his arse. Yeah, we can get that done. And that, for me, the enjoyment is the to and fro. Look at this design. Do you want to board
Yes.
this and that, and you get it through, and you think, that's mine. That's
Yeah.
That's specific to me. I've had an input in it being made. It's been made beautifully. Same as Stuart's, gold leaf, what like your watch. And for me, that is perfect. It's not a product that there's 20 of them. All right, they may be different colors, but there's 20 of them. They're all the same.
Yeah.
And because it's so rare, and because there's so many lists, and you've got to jump through so many hoops, it makes it unique in some way. It's not unique. A Delro's a Delro, whether it be green, red, yellow, blue, orange, it's still a Delro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I don't
It is
get.
what it is. It won't change.
No,
It won't change.
no.
Yeah,
No,
Born in the Man Cave, approachability is key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like getting them up from Nige because I like the back and forth with Nige. I like the chat with Nige through the process.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
Yeah, and you give
it's,
him
it's the rapport and the relationship side then that you build with that, and you're more likely then to go back to them or recommend them to somebody else and say, you've got to use this guy. He's absolutely sound. Look at what I got made. I was to and fro, and we had private messages or whatever you need to do to get it done. It's
like my billet box when Nige did my billet box. It nearly gave him a mental breakdown, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
And to be fair, the likes of Nige, the likes of Stuart from Vape Smarter, and Born in the Man Cave, they're affordable, unique pieces.
Yeah.
That there's no way on it. If I said to my missus, "Oh, I'm on a list. I'm going to get a BMM. It's 400 quid." Oh yeah, nice, lovely. But they're worth like, I could flip it for a couple of grand. The fucking first thing she'd be doing is telling me to flip it.
Yeah.
She doesn't see what is involved to get to that point. Whereas to see something that I've gone to and fro and I wanted it, this color. And I mean, I pestered Nigel for a fucking Hammer Time M for I don't know how many months.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't do it because it won't come out perfect. And
Because of the corners, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the corners. They sag. It's the powder coat sagged on the corners.
Yeah.
Sent me this one out of his box of duds that he couldn't get right, and I can't see nothing wrong with it. I can't see nothing wrong with it. But he just wouldn't do it because he knew it wouldn't come out perfect. And that's for me, that's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
It is, because that's a good thing, because he's not going to just go, oh, yeah, mate, I'll do it, knowing that there's going to be a flaw in it that you may potentially not see. He would know it.
Yeah. I mean, he said this was flawed, but I can't see it.
No.
Yeah, but Born in the Man Cave says, I stunned the guy when I told him to go to Nigel as he could give him something he asked for. He was so pleased with the stunning mod he got. Yeah, but that's it. Like little touches like that. It's it's fucking to and fro and fucking back and two.
It's completely different aspects of the game, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
completely different. It's different parts of the market.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. If you want a BMM, you go through the list process. Their list process is probably better than most. It's a little bit confusing when you first try and do it, but the way he does it, which if you've got through 4, if you got to a point you've got 4, every week there will be people drawn from that list of people with 4. So there is within that time, you are going to get a mod.
Yeah.
So eventually you will get one.
That's what I want, though, isn't it?
There will always be the person that chases the unicorn horn. There will always be that.
Yeah.
And that is a very, very small elitist group that is there.
Yeah. I remember sitting years ago F5 in to get fucking Geppettos and things like that. Now it's at a point where you can message Pal at Geppetto and say, "I'd like this," and he'll make it for you.
Mm.
It completely changed because the market's changed. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff like that back in the day was incredibly difficult to get. Now you can go to Geppetto and you can order a Stabwood mod, and you can just message him and go, "I'd like one of these, please," and he'll go, "Sure."
But are they keeping it? Are they artificially keeping it high to keep the interest?
Yeah, definitely restriction.
No.
Yeah, restricting.
No, Charles. I mean, BMM as an example again. Charles cannot make enough mods because he does it himself. He has them printed, and then he does all the builds, everything else, the color splashes. He does all of that himself. He makes the tips and the buttons because you can choose your tip color, you can and style. You can choose your button colors. He does them himself.
Sorry, Herb's just come in.
Herb says, I was stunned at how I couldn't compose myself when some blind kid dragged his dog to death.
Too soon. Too soon.
But no, Charles can't physically make enough mods to supply everybody that's after one.
So 10's is maximum.
Done that way.
The thing is, if you get to a point where you've got a
thing is, once you've won on that rando, you're a few months away from getting your mod because there's a backlog.
Yeah.
But he updates people through the group on the way to say, right, I'm currently on at this point through January's batch.
Hmm.
When do you pay then? When it's on its way?
You pay when you win.
One thing I would say with all this high end stuff and Delrose and all that sort of stuff, it is nice to see that they don't cut corners to make more money.
As in
the fact that every Delro I've seen has been perfect.
Yeah. That's the point that I was going to put across, is these people that manufacture these, they have that quality element that they will not go beyond or below.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's where
that's it. I'm not going to cheapen my product. I'm not going to cut corners just to manufacture more. I make this many, they're this price. Done.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting then at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you sign up for it, you know the situation. If you don't like it, you don't sign up for it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's
how it is.
That is the be and end of it at the end of the day.
It's how it is. If you don't like it, go and buy someone else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but like you just said then, I said when you pay, you said when you win. Yeah, you haven't won, have you?
Well, when you get drawn on the rando, you go on the site, you get a password to the site.
Yeah.
You go into the section by password. You go in, you choose your mod, you choose your button colors, you choose your tip style and colors.
Yeah.
You choose whether you want a color splash, etc., etc. You can choose any extras you want. You can get extra buttons and this, that, and the other.
And at this point, because they've got like a special password, they feel special as well. They're like, woohoo, I'm in here, nobody else is.
Yeah, it's like having a Jedi pass.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's how you work it. If you want the stuff, you do it.
Sorry, I feel the need to get dressed up because Herb's come in.
Oh, you're getting dressed here.
Do the lanyards. Or the mankini. Please say it's the mankini.
No, it's not mankini.
No.
Sorry. Hi, Herb.
Yeah, it just is how it is. And yeah, there are probably some companies out there who hype for the sake of hyping. BMM don't need to hype themselves anymore.
No.
They don't need to. They are good mods.
How long has this been going then? How many years have they been doing this where they've had a constant
years?
So they've had a constant stream of customers.
if you've got 4 spots on the list, that means you've not won in 2 years.
Wow.
Fucking
hell.
And at that point you're definitely on.
Yeah. You are guaranteed you are going to get a mod because every week he will do a draw from the people with 4 entries.
And it's keeping your interest up then because you know you've got 4 entries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the minute your
but
name's
each-
drawn out, you're not going to back out of buying that
But
mod.
each
Yeah,
time say you sign up for January this year, say you signed up in January, if you don't get drawn by June, when you put your name down again in June, and you have to re-sign up every time,
Fucking hell.
when you put your name down in June, you will then get 2 entries. Then if you don't win from June to December, when you put your name on the list in January, you have 3. There's no guaranteed draw from 1 to 3, but you've still got 3 entries, so you've got 3 times the chance of landing.
That's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
And
That's
once
mad.
you
That's-
get to 4, he goes, right, everybody with 4, there's X amount of people. I think it's 4 people from the list of 4 every week.
Yeah, other Sean, I get that. Like you said, at the end of the day, if someone wants to do it and can afford to, is happy to, then that's on them. Yeah, that's fair. We're just basically analysing the whole system of how these things work and why they're so popular.
I think it's a better way now than the F5 wars, because the F5 wars were frustrating as fuck.
Yeah.
And that was in a time when internet wasn't as fast as it is now.
Tell us
No,
about- tell us
So you'd
about
be
that,
sitting
man.
there, F5 in, refreshing the page, like a few minutes before. You keep F5 in until they appear. Then you're like, fuck, right, I need to get in and fucking get me X1 in, or I need to get on the website and get my card details in as quick as fucking possible.
Was this as bad as when you had a picture loaded and your mum had to use a phone?
Yeah, or yeah, not quite as bad.
I'm
When you just get a nipple loading, your mum says, "I need to get off the internet."
Get a fucking areola, gotta ring Auntie Pat.
To be fair, the worst thing about that time was when the pictures start loading down, and you get your lines as you go down. Oh, that's a nice pair of tits. Goes a little bit lower and a little bit like, fuck, she's got a dick, and I waited all that time.
But
You
no,
know.
I can see how the lists work, and I can see how they're doing it, because you at the end of it, however it works for that company, when you get that name on the screen, or whether you get an email pop up, or however it is, that is going to be almost a 99.9% guaranteed sale, because that customer that's been sat there waiting, knowing they've got X amount in, is going to go, fuck, I'm paying the money now.
Yeah.
Rather than the F5ers.
Yeah.
And that there is a bit of if you really want the mod. I mean, I'll be honest, at the minute, I've got a BMM in the other room, which I love. The last one I got, I sold, because that mod wasn't for me. I'm not entirely sure there's anything on his catalogue at the minute that I particularly want. But I'm still not just coming off, because I'll get one.
Oh, so you're on the list?
Yeah, I'm on the list. I've got 4 entries at the minute, so I will get one this year.
Fucking hell.
But that will be my second. I've already had one on the list, but I'll probably get the bootlegger this time to try it out, because it's a weird little thing. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I'll sell it, or I'll trade it. Probably for a Delray.
No flipping.
I'll probably trade it for a Delray.
That's flipping.
Red one.
It's not
How much is a bootleg worth?
300.
How much is Delro worth?
Probably about the same, to be honest. Retail.
No, not retail. How much is it worth if you flipped it?
Well, they're both worth way above RRP if you flip them.
Yeah, but it's still in a way it's sort of flipping.
No.
Just a quick one before we go. Who's going to Expo? Who can we expect in Expo?
Scott, why's your hand not gone up?
I don't think I'm going.
You're not going now?
Oh,
But you're booked.
I know I'm booked. I've got the hotel booked, but Mrs. said that's probably going to be half of a holiday. It's like,
Have you got the bug now?
You've just been on holiday. Fuck the missus.
You've got the fucking bug now, haven't you?
got the bug. Yeah, we have got the bug. Yeah.
What you should do is you should do Expo and then the holiday after.
Yeah, it's a bit too close to the last holiday we had. I'm not saying no. I'm definitely not saying no. My 2 days are booked. My Friday and my Monday's booked off. and the hotel is booked, but it's an expensive weekend away.
Yeah.
No thumbs
Under
involved.
the thumb.
No thumbs involved. Just realistically looking at it, it's probably going to be 500 or 600 quid weekend.
Question, Scott.
Hmm.
Do you get your dick wet when you're on holiday?
Yes.
That's why he's holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. By Michelle or?
No,
It was in some Torremolinos bloke's arse.
Tore up my anus. Tore up my anus.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not saying I'm not.
It was in that basement place.
Yeah, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Yeah. No, was it Alcatraz or Aztec? I can't remember.
I think it was Alcatraz. I've got the picture somewhere.
Aztec it was.
Scott on his way in the door.
Yeah.
Hop, skipping and a jumping in there.
Yeah, no, I want to go, but it is a very expensive weekend for a weekend.
It is, but let's be fair, Scott, it's always a good weekend.
It is a good weekend. Yeah, it is. I always enjoy it, and it's nice to meet everyone again. And
it's only a really expensive weekend if you buy stuff.
True.
Well,
I mean, we're going this time. Me and Andrew are both going, but we're not staying. So I'll be there on the Friday with work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then
does that mean you're not coming out on the piss on Saturday night?
No, you see,
Taxi home.
Yeah, because
you're only down the road.
Yeah,
I am actually planning on my way up this time, or on my way back, of popping into Tamworth and going to Spudman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you going to Spuddies?
Yeah, it's worth
do it on the way past.
Worth getting a spud. Worth getting a spud.
They might be really shit.
To be
No,
fair,
not.
Matt,
They're not. That's the thing.
You're on the fucking list now for a jacket potato. You might get one in 4 years.
if I pull up there and there's a fucking massive queue, like I've seen on TikTok, I ain't fucking stopping.
Yeah, you would if they did Stabwood fucking jacket potato, wouldn't you?
There's normally a queue, but they are worth waiting for.
To be fair, it's just a fucking jacket potato with beads on it. It's just fucking make it yourself.
No.
I'd probably have the curry and crispy onions.
Yeah, the curry does look good.
No.
The curry does look good, to be fair.
Pulled pork.
Ooh, that's good as well, yeah.
Yeah, pulled pork with cheese on the top, crispy onions and hot honey.
Oh, hot honey. Oh,
Nice.
I like hot honey.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm starving again now. Born in the Man Cave, I will be there. Nice one, mate. It'd be good to see you. Booyah, no. And then Booyah put what the fuck Scott, so I don't know if he is or isn't. Booyah, are you going to Expo?
Dan, you're not coming.
Brummy's there on the Sunday. Born in the Man Cave to Scott. What do you mean this is a holiday? Or what do you mean this is a holiday? Hamlin, nope, would cost me an absolute fortune just to get there.
Dan said no, then yeah, mate. Are you going or not? Which one? Yes or no?
Yeah, he says yeah, mate.
Oh, right, no, he is coming.
Oh, he was shouting no about Scott not coming. I want to thank Mike for coming on. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Boss. Good to speak to you. I haven't spoken to you for a while.
Yeah.
Be good to see you again. I'll have to jump in the Saturday show one night and.
Yeah, we're always. I mean, we're in that sort of transition period of trying to get a full quota on a regular basis, but everybody's been so fucking busy of recent. It's just meant. But yeah, just anybody's welcome anytime just to jump on. Same as with this.
I might pop in tomorrow. I'm going to my mum's for Mother's Day takeaway. But
yeah, no, I'll fire the link in the usual little groups and just jump in.
Might jump in if I get back or whatever. So Saturday show tomorrow. Who have you got, Mike?
We've got Ryan and the lovely Matt below me on after 9 when he's all done.
Nice,
Good.
Nice.
Matt, do you want to shoot us out the rest of the way? I sort this shit out.
Have you got the link?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now, mate.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And Mr. Michael, very, very, very big thanks for coming and joining us. And
pleasure as always.
Taking the place of the midget. Lovely to see you, as always. And a rarity on a Friday night.
I know.
A rarity.
I know.
No, thank you very much, mate. Most appreciated. And
pleasure, bud. Pleasure.
As always, good to see you. And we will see you next week. Maybe. Possibly. We might. We're never sure till about Thursday afternoon.
Yeah,
well, if you're sure, I'll come on again.
Maybe even Friday morning. But yeah, we should be here next week.
I'll wear a a cap and I'll act like Pugs if you want me on again.
Yeah, Limp Biscuit top and.
I thought you were going to say you'll come in a mankini. I was getting excited.
Hopefully we got that picture by then. Isn't it?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I will start to badger him as the week goes by.
And just finally, before we go, don't forget that Scott will have information soon on some concentrates. If you are a mixer, get in touch with Scott and sort it out with Scott. It'll be posted in all the groups, so you won't miss it. If you're in the right groups and you're into that sort of stuff, you will be able to find that sort of stuff from Scott. Yeah. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Love you all.
I've told you before, I'll tell you again, it's time to go, so tell a friend. Grab your bag, exit the room the same way you left the womb. Like a corpse in a tomb with a dusty chest, don't worry about the rest. Cause your wings to the left, ask your bitch for a blow. Enter the after show, enter the after show, enter the after show. Future's cold, your spirit's sold, no second chance, no room to plead, just scatter seeds, fulfill your deed, the neon glow, a final gleam, a broken dream, a fading scheme, your tongue's a blade, your words a lie, watch shadows fly as moments die, the velvet rope, the bouncer stare, a vacant chair, a smoky lair, your time is up, the curtain's down, no kingly crown, just dusty town, the baseline fades, the crowd is gone, a hollow dawn, where you belong, the echoes bounce, the bottles smash, a sudden flash, a brutal clash, Nevs is screaming, Pugs is tight, Matt's lost his fight,